Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about something I'm going to be doing for the month of October. Now I know this is like a really popular thing that I guess it's kind of like everybody does, where it's reading every day for the month of October to essentially raise money to support the American Cancer Society. Now I know that there are other organizations out there that host this as well. There's one that does a 31-mile dog walk where you walk a mile a day with your dog. There are several different organizations that are hosting that for the month of October. Because this one is reading related, I'm going to be doing it through my YouTube channel and my Facebook. But what's going to happen is I can't, unfortunately, because my channel is so small, I don't have the ability to post a fundraiser. So for YouTube, I'm just going to leave that, guys, up to you to go out on your own and donate to American Cancer Society or really any charity of your choosing, to be honest. I'm not gonna police you over it. And if you guys are participating in this event as well, let me know down in the comments and let me know what you're reading. You can also read along with me for the month if you so choose. I'm going to have different polls each week. So I'm gonna pick a book for every week of the month of October. So there'll be 4 books in total that I will read for this event. Obviously, I'm going to be reading other things in between, but I'm going to be doing spooky Halloween thrillery books for this particular part of it. I'm going to be doing a poll for you guys to vote on which book I read for that week. And I'm going to be doing one on here and on Facebook. So it'll be interesting to see if there are multiple winners. So we might end up having to do a dual book for the week. We'll see how that ends up working out. I did post this on Facebook before I decided to do it on YouTube as well, so it may have been a little bit too much of me trying to do 2 things at once that kind of don't work, that don't meld together very well, but we'll see how it works. Today I'm just going to be talking about the 4 books that are going to be in the poll, and then if you go to the community tab, I'll try to leave a link down below if I can, or up in the cards, depending on, I don't know the situation. I haven't really made posts before. So you guys there'll be a poll and you guys can go vote for which book you would like. If you have suggestions, I will take those as well. Although all the books that I'm picking for the month are going to be on my physical TBR because I desperately need to get that down. So yeah, if I have it, I will gladly add it to the next month's options. If I don't, sorry. So I have 4 selections here that I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to read the descriptions because a couple of them I don't really remember what they're about. They've been sitting on my shelves for probably a year or more at this point. So the first one I have is Man, Fuck This House by Brian Asman. So this one is, again, most of these are, I think, haunted houses for the most part. But Sabrina Haskins and her family have just moved into their dream home, a gorgeous craftsman in the rapidly growing southwestern city of Jackson Hill. Sabrina's a bored and disillusioned homemaker, Hal a reverse mortgage salesman with a penchant for ill-timed sports analogies. Their 2 children, Damien and Michaela, are bright and precocious. At first glance, the house is perfect, but things aren't what they seem. Sabrina's hearing odd noises and seeing strange visions. Their neighbors are odd or absent, and Sabrina's already fraught relationship with her son is about to be tested in a way no parent could ever imagine. Because while the Haskins family might be the newest owners of 4596 James Circle, they're far from its only residents. So we have this one. The next option is going to be Craven Manor by Darcy Coates. I have a lot of Darcy Coates books, so I was trying not to put them all in one week. I may, depending on if it gets picked or what happens, I may end up separate, adding them to each week. We'll see. I do have quite a few horror options to go through, but Craven Manor is about Daniel is desperate for a fresh start. So when a mysterious figure slides a note under his door offering the position of groundskeeper at an ancient estate, he leaps at the chance. Even though it seems too good to be true. Alarm bells start ringing when he arrives at Craven Manor. The abandoned mansion's front door hangs open, and leaves and cobwebs coat the marble foyer. It's clear no one has lived here in a long time, but he has nowhere else to go. Against his better judgment, he moves into the groundskeeper's cottage, tucked away behind the old family crypt. But when a candle flickers to life in the abandoned tower window, Daniel realizes he isn't alone after all. Craven Manor is hiding a terrible secret, one that threatens to bury him with it. Next we have Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, another haunted house book. So 25 years ago, Maggie Holt and her parents, Ewan, I can never pronounce that name right, and Jess moved to Bainbury Hall, a rambling Victorian estate in the Vermont woods. 3 weeks later, they fled in the dead of night, an ordeal Ewan later recounted in a nonfiction book titled House of Horrors. His horror memoir of ghostly happenings and encounters with malevolent spirits become a worldwide phenomenon, rivaling the Amityville Horror in popularity and skepticism. Today, Maggie is a restorer of old homes and too young to remember any of the events mentioned in her father's book. But she also doesn't believe a word of it. Ghosts, after all, don't exist. When Maggie inherits Bainbury Hall after her father's death, she returns to renovate the place to prepare it for sale. But her homecoming is anything but warm. People from the past, chronicled in House of Horrors, lurk in the shadows, and locals aren't thrilled that their small town has been made infamous thanks to Maggie's father. Even more unnerving is Bainbury Hall itself, a place filled with relics from another era that hint at a history of dark deeds. As Maggie experiences strange occurrences straight out of her father's book, she starts to believe that what he wrote was more fact than fiction. So that is our option number 3. Then we have option number 4, The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher. This would be my first book by T. Kingfisher, and I have heard some wild things about this book. So this one is newly divorced and living back at home in rural North Carolina. Kara is helping out her ailing, eccentric Uncle Earl at his house, which doubles as a tourist hotspot, the Glory to God Museum of Natural Wonders, Curiosities, and Taxidermy. That is a very long name for a museum. While Kara is closing up one night, she discovers a mysterious hole in the drywall along one of the museum's overstuffed hallways of oddities, an opening that impossibly leads Kara and her new friend Simon to a sprawling area that simply can't be part of North Carolina's plane of existence. As they explore the apparently limitless depths of this bizarre and frightening new world, a hub containing portals to alternate realities, and bear witness to its cryptic warnings, they can hear you thinking and pray they are hungry. Kara and Simon soon realize there is far more danger here than first anticipated, for they have stumbled upon a place of unyielding madness and terror, haunted by abysmal creatures that gather strength from one's innate fear of them. So these are the options for the first week of October. Again, there is going to be a poll that I will link in this video for you guys to all choose which is the first book to read in October. And if you have it and you would like to read along with me, please feel free and let me know in the comments. Yeah, so I hope you guys all remember to donate to the American Cancer Society for the month of October and read along with me every day for the next 31 days. Hopefully we get some, spooky and fall vibe books that I can finally get to. Last year I wanted to do a similar thing where I read like scary horror books, but I just wasn't in the mood that time of year, and right now I am. So I'm hoping this year will be more of a successful spooky season in my reading. I will leave links down below, links to the American Cancer Society and whatever else I need to down in the description below. And yeah, let's get reading. And again, don't forget to go vote for the book that we kick off October with. And I guess that's it for this video. I feel like I had no idea what I was going to say going into this. I probably should have written some things down. But this is what it is. So hopefully this works. Anyway, I will see you guys in October with vlogs. That's what I say. I'm going to do vlogs every week for the books that you guys pick and for whatever else I happen to be reading. I am going to update you on my reading progress, and yeah, that's what I have for you today. All right, I'm gonna go now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.